Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to achieve the perfect panning shot, and to help us demonstrate we've got this lovely VW Sirocco. So let's take a look at how it's done. For panning shots like this, rather than position yourself slap bang up in front of your subject, it's best to move further back away from your subject, so it's a lot easier to pan, and you'll also be able to use a longer focal length on your lens. This will give a much more pleasing result to your panning shots. Once you've found your spot, you've got to think about how you're going to position your feet. As the car's coming from that direction and moving through that way, I'm going to position my feet in the same direction the car's moving. So once I've planted my feet in that direction and I'm comfortable, I'm going to practice just moving my torso through that panning range with my camera. So once I've done that, we can take a look at settings. First off, set your camera's ISO setting to its lowest possible position, which will either be 100 or 200 on most DSLRs. Using low ISO will allow us to achieve a slow enough shutter speed to capture any blur or movement in the shot. So once you've done that, if you want to set your camera to shutter priority, which is S or TV on your camera, now this will allow us to set our desired shutter speed. Now it does vary depending on how fast your subject's moving, but in this case we should be alright with about 1/90th of a second. Next up, set your AF from single to continuous. This will allow us to track our subject as it comes into view and stay in focus while we pan. Then after that, change your drive mode from single to continuous as well. This will allow you to rattle off a series of shots rather than just a single one. Right, I think we're ready to give it a go. As your subject approaches, frame up and half press the shutter to activate the focus tracking, and it's best to use the central AF point to start with. As your subject gets closer, fire off a series of shots as it passes, following it in a single fluid movement. You'll find the viewfinder goes momentarily dark while you take your shots, but you should be able to instinctively follow your subject. Right, let's take a look at our shots. If you find there's too much blur in your shots, just increase the shutter speed to reduce this, or if you find there isn't enough movement in your shots, then drop the shutter speed down even further and continue shooting. Don't expect to be able to nail a panning technique first time round, as it does require a bit of practice, but for more information check out the August issue of Digital Photo magazine, where there's plenty of help and guidance on hand to let you get the perfect panning shots.